Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. Happy almost Navaratri. We're about 1 week away, and we have another 7 days to really celebrate being connected with the goddess and continuing our practice. So my name is Gino, or my spiritual name is Lakshmi, and I have been studying with Dr. Pillai for 20 years now, and one of the greatest benefits that I've received from these teachings, from being with him, is through the connection with the goddess. And we have here a little altar set up in honor of the goddesses. Some of the goddesses Dr. Pillai has been introducing. And today we're going to go through the 3 mantras like you have been in the calls beforehand. Fantastic. But so I want you to do something a little more interactive with the goddess. It's a Friday, and Fridays are ruled by Venus. That is, the overlord of Venus is Lakshmi. So there's a lot of extra goddess energy happening on Fridays, and so on to today. So it gives us that extra opportunity. And then the next Friday that comes along is going to be the first night of Navaratri. So we're in the 1 week, home stretch. And so this is really exciting. So before we get started, let's just take a moment. And what I'd like for you to do is just settle into your space, turn off any distractions, just be here in the moment. Give yourself, we're going to be together for about an hour. So to give yourself that time, take a few deep breaths, allow yourself to be present. Maybe put your hand on your heart. This feeling, this calm, come over your body. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. I want you to sink into that place in your heart center. Place of love, the place of balance, place of intelligence. Dr. Pillai says that the heart is intelligent. And sense what rises from the heart, not the head, what your desires are. What are your pure desires? And they can be material, they can be spiritual. There are no rules. There are no wrong and rights. Just what is it for you? Just breathing calmly, whatever works best for you. What makes your heart leap when you think about it? What type of manifestation, what type of thing in your life makes your heart just go, yes? Because when you find that, that's where you get to tap in. That's where you get to ride that wave. Because it's the emotion of the love and the passion, the joy of that space that'll bring you from this current reality to that reality. Okay? So that's why I really want you to feel into it. Lots of times we manifest from our head. We think we should have certain goals. It's not it. It's not it. After the meditation, I'll tell you a little story that I had during Navaratri many years ago, but after we do our meditation. So first, I just want you to drop into your heart, feel what feels real to you. And by real, I mean emotional, passionate, loving. Where's that? What is it? And just grab onto it, whatever that is, and you can write it down or you can just make a mental note and tick it off, like what is that that's generating that passion, that love, that excitement. Okay? So now that we got that out of the way, I really wanted you to be able to use this to propel into the manifestation and the chanting that we do today. And I see lots of great hellos. Thank you so much from posting for where you are in the world. Lovely, lovely to see you. Welcome and thank you for joining us. So a little introduction to my altar over here. We have the Angel of Abundance up here. We have Mother Mary. Below Mother Mary is a little Varahi statue. Over here is a little Ganesha statue. We have the Shrimbrzi incense, a picture of Vyasa Draupadi. This is the Dr. Pillai's Shrimbrzi statue. Behind it is a Sri Chakra, and in front of her is the Shrimbrzi yantra. I'm sorry, the Sri yantra, the Shrimbrzi statue, and the Shrimbrzi yantra. And that's what we have representing the goddesses tonight. And of course, all of you beautiful beings representing the divine feminine. And goddesses live in all of us, men and women. So you are representative of the goddess, no matter of your sexual orientation. We all have the goddess energy, the chit. So let's go ahead and get into our meditation, shall we? So since you've found your comfortable, distraction-free location for the next 50 minutes or so, settle into that space. Let me take a few deep breaths. In through the nostril, out the mouth, releasing. When you're releasing the mouth, you're telling your body it's safe, and it gives your nervous system some relaxation. Now let's make a prayer to remove all the obstacles. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We pray to Ganesha to please remove all the obstacles in the way, preventing any success from this particular gathering, this chanting, this meditation session, allowing all the people to come who have an intention to come today. Remove obstacles that are seen and unseen from any area of our life, bringing us freedom and liberation from our ignorance. We call upon the gurus, all the divine beings, living and ascended, who assist us in every day, every way. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We give thanks to Dr. Pillai for bringing us these teachings, these opportunities to connect, and his blessings through all of his teachings that go from him, from his lineage, to each one of us. He activates the goddesses within us and in the world and in the heavenly realms to come to the earth plane and assist. And now we will do the chanting for the three goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. I will focus during this time on the altar.
Om Durgaye Namaha. 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 Om Durgaye Namah. Om Dum 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 Durgaye Namah. Shrim Brazil, 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 Shrim 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 Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. 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 Om Dum Durga.
Make a prayer to the goddess. Thanking her for her grace and blessings that she's bestowed this evening. Recognizing her immense power potency, her abilities to transform our lives. Feel the stillness, the power that has washed over you through the chanting of these mantras, these sacred sounds, these names. And give gratitude. And recommit your faith in the goddess, in Dr. Pillai, and in your own personal ability to manifest your desires. Take a moment to feel and bask in the light. Now, if you can recall what you have felt in your heart at the beginning of the session, where I invited you to drop your attention into the heart and feel into what excites you, what you want, what you're passionate about. Now you can use and reignite that passion and excitement, desire of what you want to create, and place it at the feet of the goddess, asking for her blessings. And when you're ready, you can slowly begin to come back to yourself. And to end the meditation, now if you would like, we'd love for you to share your experiences in chat, sharing with your global family. Thank you, Kelly. The blessings or experiences that you've just had. It inspires others. It also enforces those experiences within yourself, so that when you walk away from here tonight or next week or whenever, you recall the magic and beauty and power that has happened. So go ahead and post that. I told you I would tell you a story. So I'm going to do that. Kiran said, amazingly empowered with these mantras. Yeah, super. I can't meditate during this or I'll totally space out. But I was just feeling like in this total trance of the mantras that Dr. Pillai was chanting. So it was quite powerful for me as well. And I wasn't even trying to meditate. So it's definitely, they pull you in. They're enchantresses, these goddesses. So by now, most of you know what's going on for Navaratri. I do want to give you a little update that we will. Dr. Pillai did say that he wanted to give an exclusive initiation to a few people. It's high end. It's not for everyone. We will be putting out an application for that if anyone is interested. And you can apply and see if Dr. Pillai will do this. So this is very new. He originally said he was going to and then changed his mind and then changed it back. So we're just finding this out and we'll be sending an email tomorrow. So, and then next Friday, just 1 week from now, we begin the 9 Nights of the Goddess program, which there's two types of programs. One is the essential, what we're calling it, and has the goddesses for Mother Mary, Varahi, and Bala Tripura Sundari. And Dr. Pillai just recorded them, and they're amazing, totally amazing. All new mantras, all new teachings, very unique and very much aligned and going to be super powerful during 9 nights. So every night next week, starting with Friday, October 16th through the 25th, we'll be joining together with these new teachings for those of you who join to do a live group teaching like this, experiencing the teachings and the meditation together in community, followed by a teaching recap, kind of what you could do for that day till the next day when we join each other again, and just helping you to utilize the teachings that Dr. Pillai has given. And I usually, when I do the teachings, I pull like some key content and help us reinforce that for everyone who is enjoying the teaching, so that we don't miss some of those key points. So that's happening starting next Friday for 9 nights. And then on the 10th night, Dr. Pillai is giving a live group initiation and fire lab on the night of victory. That is October 25th. So if anyone would like to join either one of those, the link is below here. And the premiere, so there's the essential of the course and the 9 live teaching calls. And then there's the essential program, which includes the teachings plus the live initiation with Dr. Pillai, plus 9 live interactive fire labs with Priest Premraj, who has been blessed by Dr. Pillai to perform these rituals for all of us. So it will be quite the experience. So we're really happy to be able to offer this, and at the best possible pricing that we could. And we hope that many of you will come and participate. So what else was I going to say? See, I'm totally spaced out. These goddesses really knocked me out tonight. That was that. And let me just check chat before I get into my story. Okay, so Samuel, thank you, Samuel. He said, I purchased the Navaratri prosperity rituals. I didn't even mention the rituals. See, I forgot about those. Thank you for reminding me. There's the program, and then there's the rituals. Rituals get done on your behalf in India. So Samuel purchased the Navaratri prosperity rituals. Today, I woke up with my investment account had gained $3,000 in the day. May all be blessed. Super. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Yeah, Katina said, serious energy today. It is, man, like I'm just not even with it. Feeling grateful and clear on my intentions. Awesome, Yogini CC, that's perfect. Kelly said, doesn't take me too long to be swept away. Very peaceful now. And that's where we want you to be, right? Like the world is in a crazy place. We're in the middle of a pandemic and so much is going on. If you can come here and get refuge for this hour and let that bring this into your night and your day and your family, oh my gosh, what's the value of that? And that's why we're so, grateful for all of our community here and for Dr. Pillai and everyone who makes these group chanting and sessions possible. So, and of course, we're grateful to the goddesses to help us pull us into this state. Okay, so you can post some questions, but let me tell you my story. Okay, so this is what was it? 2000? I don't even know. Maybe 2015. I want to say, but I don't know what year it was. It was probably about 5 years ago. And we were in Florida with Dr. Pillai on Navaratri. He was doing a live teaching event, which he used to do those more for Navaratri, hasn't done it recently, except he did do it last year, I shouldn't say. And I was video recording. It's kind of how I got myself on that trip. I was like, can I record? There's nobody else here. I'll bring the camera. And he was like, okay. So I'm the videographer, and which I'm not very good at. Anyway, point being, I sat right in front of Dr. Pillai the entire time for like the whole weekend. And at one point he had us just be silent. So he was doing chanting. We were chanting to the goddess. And then he said, okay, just stop, just stop and listen. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm just stopping and listening. And I think we were sitting with our palms open, kind of just receiving. And I heard a voice, I'm assuming it's the goddess, and she said, "It's just matter. It's just matter." And I was like, oh, it's just matter. Like I get so caught up in this world and this stuff, and how am I going to make more money or have better relationships, or how am I going to like have a nice place to live, like cars, all this anxiety we have over stuff. And she's like, it's just matter. And to her, energy turns into matter. And if you have the right energy, the chit, it's got Dr. Ply talks about, that's the Sanskrit word for goddess, chit. If you have that, then that energy within us manifests forward into matter, into beautiful things, into having a great life, into $3,000 in Samuel's bank account, right? Like and she's like, it's just matter. Like, why are you all my children getting so caught up in it? And I feel like this is just such a great lesson. It was a great lesson for me, and passing it on because I have a feeling maybe a few other people may have had or having the same experiences as me in terms of like just getting caught up in the stuff, getting caught up in the matter of life. But really, it's just matter. And if we can manifest that easily, like here it is, right? It's just matter. Then imagine what our lives would be like. Imagine how free we would be, right? So just let that sink in for a minute in terms of the freedom and peace and prosperity and abundance that we would feel if we could just allow the matter to unfold through the energy and faith and beauty and the goddess just coming through us, right? It's just matter. So I hope that helps you, and you can take that with you tonight. And when you're in your daydream manifestation, which I suggest you do, just kind of daydream and be like, what it is you want to manifest. Just remember the goddess saying, it's just matter. It's just matter. And here's another fun example of it's just matter. So a few years ago, I was just kind of like feeling down, and I just had this little escapism daydreams, right? Like I imagined I was going to be swept off my feet by some wealthy person into a private jet. And then I thought, and I thought to myself, and this was just a fun exercise. I didn't even care if it happened, quite honestly. I was just trying to get myself out of like a bad mood. So I'm getting swept off my feet by this romantic interest, which I didn't have one at the time. So it was just an idea, in his private jet. And we would go to, Lake Tahoe. And I just picked Lake Tahoe because I'd never been there. And I didn't want to really go to an island. I wanted to go to something like kind of like lake and trees. And I like that type of environment. So I picked Lake Tahoe. I'm just like, I've never been there. That would be cool, right? I would just jump on the private jet and go to Lake Tahoe. 2 months later, and then I forgot about it. I did it a few times just to feel better. And then 2 months later, I find myself in Lake Tahoe with my friend and her partner, who happens to have a private jet. Now, my love interest didn't come along and sweep me off my feet, but that's okay, right? Apparently that wasn't in my best interest. So instead, my friend's love interest swept us off our feet and brought us to Lake Tahoe and flew in the private jet. And I just thought, look at that. And I literally had that thought maybe 3 to 5 times for a good, intense, like just fun, like maybe 5 minutes, just imagining how fun that would be, how free that would be, 0 attachments to this happening or not happening. And I'm like, that's the way you manifest, right? And that's the it's just matter concept, because you're manifesting without the attachments, without the determining how hard it's going to be. Like let's get clear, I did not chart out a path on how to get to Lake Tahoe in a private jet ever. Never had a goal and how I'm going to, in my action items, in my timeline, and none of that, right? So imagine that that's how we get to manifest. Imagine that we get to manifest by saying, that really cool thing, let me dream it up and really feel into it and literally live the experience of the fun and the power and the excitement of having that happen, and then let it go. And then not even do the whole like, well, how am I going to get there path, right? The how am I going to get there path is the what, the when, the how, the why. And that is necessary sometimes when we're like maybe looking for a job or some more tactile things. But even Dr. Ply says, you don't ever need to do the how, when, what, where, if you have full faith in the aspiration, in the just dream, the passion. And so I just had this few passionate daydreams of an experience. And then it happened without zero planning, zero effort on my part, zero money out of my pocket, just went on this beautiful trip with my friends and had a wonderful time in Lake Tahoe and came home a few days later. So just like, let it ride, right? Like let the energy ride through you and experience the bliss and faith and trust that it'll happen. And I also, again, had zero attachment. I was like, that's cool. Let's go about my business. Now I'm going to do my work, right? So have fun with it. Have fun with this manifestation. The goddess is playing with us. She's the creatress, right? Like Dr. Ply has talked about in the webinars we experienced the last 2 weeks. So the male energy is like this kind of this silent energy. And in the goddess's energy is the moving energy. So imagine like the male energy kind of creates the intention, kind of creates the capacity. And then this goddess energy is just the one that lifts it up and manifests it into 3-dimension. And if you think about it in terms of birthing, the male and female come together. The male is the semen inseminating the egg. So that's his part, right? Like the getting it started part, the initiating part, the inspiration part. And then the female takes it to birth, takes it to fruition. And that's what makes the goddess so powerful. The manifestation, the fruition, the turning energy or intent into matter. So the male energy is the intent, the initiation, and the goddesses is turning it into matter. Okay? So Dr. Ply recently, he did the womb chakra of Mother Mary. He just recorded this. And by the way, we're going to make that available individually for those of you who can't afford the full program, I think on Monday. So stay tuned for that. But so beautiful thing how he talked about the womb chakra and the manifestation of the womb chakra. And this is exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the insemination and the creation and the growth. That is all comes together in the male-female energy and the goddess power, right? So stay tuned for that. Mother Mary's womb chakra activation coming soon. It'll be released. It's part of the whole program. It's part of the Return of the Goddesses, Essential and Premier. So if you bought that, you've got it. If you couldn't afford either one of those and you still want the goddess Mother Mary activating the womb chakra, that'll be available, I think, on Monday all by itself. So you'll be able to purchase that as well. So I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about Navaratri because this is what's possible with the goddess. And then you combine what's possible with the goddess, because it's always possible, right? It's always possible with the goddess. More possible during the 9 nights of the goddess. More possible. It's like her energy is flooding us. Like we're already super high and it's a Friday before Navaratri. Imagine what's going to happen every day leading up to Navaratri and then during Navaratri. It's just going to get more and more powerful. So keep doing what we're doing, like keep showing up here, keep chanting the mantras, keep tapping in, keep asking for the goddess to show you the way. And then once Navaratri comes, boom, we're like in it. And if you have the means to join the programs, and I hope that you do, you can join us for these new teachings, these meditations with Dr. Ply, the womb chakra, activating the womb chakra with Mother Mary's the first 3 nights. So that's going to be the 16th, 17th, 18th. And if you purchase just the single module that's going to be available this Monday, you can join the live calls too. So that's a special bonus that we're making available. So that's it. And then the next 3 nights will be Varahi, and the final 3 nights would be Bala. So let's take some questions. It's a fun conversation, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. You're welcome. Um, Nameka, she said, or he said, that was a major lesson teaching, pure gem. For the Navaratri nights, will the paid members be live on camera with teachers, Dr. Ply, and Fire Lab? For the first 9 nights, the teachers will be live and on camera, and you're welcome to be on camera as well. But yes, the teachers will be live, kind of like this. And then, but Dr. Ply will be recorded. So he will be recorded and we'll be playing his audios for those nights. On the 10th night, Dr. Ply will be live and on video, and he will give a teaching, an initiation, probably a mantra initiation, and a fire lab. Super powerful. So that's, and you can buy that separately too, by the way, if you aren't interested in the full goddess program or don't have the finances, then you can just purchase that. It's called the Night of Victory Live Initiation with Dr. Pillai. Yogini said, thank you, the goddess. I'm feeling the energy and knowledge. So thankful. Yes, Kiran, thank you. So today on the Shrimberzi official YouTube channel, which if you're not subscribed, please go subscribe there. I was with Priest Premraj and we talked about how to do it yourself Shrimberzi ritual. So go check that out. So please post questions because I'm sure I probably missed some from above, but if you still have them, please post them now. For Premier Plus, what are we offered? Okay, good question. So the Premier Plus is a easy way to purchase both the program and the remedies. So we talked about the ceremonies or the remedies, the rituals. You can buy them just together and you get the best possible price. So for example, you will receive all the goddess teachings that Dr. Ply is doing, plus the live initiation with him, plus the 9 fire labs with Priest Premraj. That's premier. And then the plus is all of the rituals. There's like 13 different goddesses, power spots around India, all of that. So you'll get the best of both program and remedies put together at the lowest possible price. Feroz, thank you so much. And he said, we have learned from faith is utter positivity. Absolutely. So it was really interesting. So another little story for you. Yesterday, Dr. Pillai called. He doesn't always call. So whenever he does, it's a total treat. And he was saying, he's doing this Enlightened Politics session on Tuesday at 1 p.m. We're going to be posting that all over social media this weekend, and an email is going out tomorrow. So you'll get more details about it. But he called me about that, and he said, he's talking about how everyone needs God right now. And I said, well, they also need faith, right? Like, because if you have God and you don't have faith, it's still not going to, I said, if you pray without faith, will it work? And he, very much emphasized, no, it's not going to work. So faith is everything. Faith is everything. So yes, faith is utter positivity, total possibility. And it's just how you can give your whole self to the divine, and yes. So thank you for that reminder, Pharaohs. Does sleepiness during the mantras indicate divine energy? It can. I get knocked out when I'm around Dr. Pillai's meditation. When he does live meditations in a room, like a seminar, I, without fail, always fall asleep during the meditations. And he said that's okay because your body is shutting down and the energy is still getting to it. So it's okay. And sometimes it just means you need that type of sleep or rest. Maybe it needs, your body needs some healing. So it's okay. If you want to stay more alert, then sit yourself up more, kind of give yourself more prompts to stay awake. Maybe even keep your eyes open and stare at something versus kind of make yourself super comfortable where you might fall asleep more easily. Thank you, Yogini. There looks like there's a support question. If you want to upgrade from a program you've had to the next level, write to office@policenter.com. Yes, if you have like I'm reading there, if you have like some credit with us or something, you can apply that. But the support team will handle that. Yes, if you purchase the Bala Tripura Sundari statue and yantra now, they will be energized in the Navratri. So it's a great time to do that if you're interested. I also hear that this little Bala statue is adorable, that people in the office who work for us are like buying them because it's so amazing. I haven't seen it yet, but if that's the case, then it must be really good. So if you're interested in the Bala statue, I think it's little. I think it's a little statue. I know that we have that for sale. What is needed to do to prepare for the day? Which day? I think you mean for Navaratri. So we'll get more into that as we get closer. But for preparations in general, you want a clean space. When you begin, let's say Navaratri comes, whether you're joining these calls or you're joining the Fire Labs with Premraj or the teaching calls with for Baba's new teachings, you want to be as present as you possibly can. If you can shower and put on clean clothes, that's ideal. If you have a little space that is just distraction-free, maybe some fresh flowers, a picture, statue or yantra if you have them, but pictures are just fine. Anything inspiring, anything you want to use to do your own puja. You can watch the video that we made today about how to do a puja at home, where it gives you instructions in what to purchase in terms of items for offerings. All of these ways you can use to prepare yourself for having the most impact. So you just want to clear mind, clean body, clean space, maybe some fresh flowers, something that indicates the goddess. Could be just a light or a lamp that represent, that she's represented in your space, and just be open and ready, receptive. Can we do Shri Mrzi mantra just by itself rather than like puja? Absolutely. Anytime, all the time, Shri Mrzi mantra. Yeah, so apparently they're shipping the statues in small quantities. So they take a little bit longer to get to you. They cost us more to ship because there's only certain ways you can now ship out of India due to the restrictions. So you might see that the prices are higher because of for the statues, and that's why, because we have to send it a particular type of speed post, and that just caused the pricing to go up. No, you don't get a statue in the premium package for the program. That's only part of the remedies. You have to buy that, I believe, separately as well. But you can purchase it. If you go to policenter.com and go to the remedies page, which should be below here, you should be able to purchase it. Mila said, I actually ordered the Bala statue and I'm super excited, like a kid in a candy store. Awesome. How to prepare for self and chants. Same thing. So preparing for chanting, I can just chant all the time, anytime. So you don't have to do any special preparations for chanting. I wouldn't worry about that so much. But all the things I mentioned before for preparing for Navaratri, you can do in preparing for your meditations. Question, so the remedies are different from the Premier package. If so, what is the deadline for the remedies? When I ordered the Premier package during the special, I asked about the remedies and they told me it was all included. Maybe they misunderstand my question. Okay, so the Premier Plus includes the remedies. The Premier includes the 9 Fire Labs with Premraj, but not the ones in India. There's a whole set of like 13 different goddesses. Those are what I mean by the remedies or ceremonies that get performed. And those are separate than the Premier package. That's why the Premier Plus actually has both, all the program stuff and all the remedies. But the statue is separate. There's lots of other add-ons that you can do on the page for the remedies. if you're looking for some like the statue and maybe some more other types of rituals. But yeah, if you want the remedies, you would purchase that separately. But if you did purchase the program, you got a special coupon code where you'll get up to 30% off of the remedies. The deadline for the remedies is the 15th, I believe. So you want to make sure you do all of your purchases by the 15th because the program starts on the 16th and the remedies start on the 16th. So just put that in your head. Whatever you're going to purchase, make sure you do it by October 15th. And if you have questions, or if you purchase one thing and you want something else, write to us and ask. The best time for Om Shri Brzi is Venus Hora, correct. And Fridays and full moons. Need to abstain from meat. You do not need to. So Dr. Ply doesn't dictate dietary restrictions. Although he does say that if you do want a little more spiritual clarity, eating no or less meat is better for your spiritual growth because less dense, you're not eating an animal. So there's just, if you look at the sattvic versus the variety of types of food, sattvic, which is no meat, will give you a higher energy and pure, it's more pure. So it's more aligned with spiritual practice. So Dr. Ply recommends that you look at whatever you need for your own body. But if you can take a few days off, especially during the time when you're doing additional spiritual practice, if you want to heighten your experiences, then abstain from meat. Good night, Michaeline. Thank you for being here. Yes, Dee, thank you. Astrovet app is very good for puja ceremonies and Hora calendar. There's a new-ish Astrovet app. It's just called Astrovet Assistant. And go ahead and download that. It's free. I just started using it and so much good information in there. Really, really good. They've updated a lot of it. How about eggs considered meat? Yes. So for in some circles, they're considered meat and some they're not. So you have to just work with what you feel is right for you. Any other questions? Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. All right. Looks like we're good. Last call questions. Yeah, so garlic and onions are considered a food that some groups stay away from in terms of like root vegetables are also considered ways to that aren't quite as pure. But again, Dr. Ply, he eats onions and garlic, but he asks us to do what's best for us. And many people also want to stay as pure as possible. So if you can remove eggs, meats, onion, garlic, and all of that and go totally sattvic. And you can do a little more research on the sattvic foods and what would work best for your diet. So that's it. So we kept it to an hour. That's pretty good. I want to thank all of you for being here. You're amazing. Your energy makes a big difference. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please take this, do something with it, spread it to your friends. Be happy, be joyous, connect with the goddess. Remember, it's all matter. And just bring her into your life as much as possible to let her wield the magic and matter into your world and just have a lot of fun with it. So we'll have a new teacher, I think Swamini Vali is tomorrow night. I'm on again on Sunday. We have, I think, Padma on Monday and then Sucharita during the week. So a lot of good other hostesses coming your way. And I will see you again on Sunday night. Have a wonderful evening. Happy Friday. Namaste.